Good afternoon. Let's get things going here. Go tweet this out that we're live. Post that there. Post in the community. Where else should I post it? Hey Gant. Rizwan. What's poppin'? I like that. What's poppin'? Last stream for about a week, maybe a little longer. Maybe I should mention that. Okay. I'm gonna start spinning up terminal. All right. Hey, Derek. Rizwan. See ya. Finally, I tuned in. I put in an all-nighter just to join this today. I really want to know Expo. I have an old love-hate relationship with it. Yeah, Rizwan. First off, incredible dedication to be staying up this late. I know you're on the other side of the world. Gant, I'm going to be listening more than watching. We're going to be packing. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that pretty soon too. Well, after the episode, but no worries, dude. I appreciate it. Hey, Mazen. I missed yours. I got to jump over to the multi-stream. Make sure I don't miss any of the YouTubers. All right, let's run this yarn start. Expo developer tools, getting that spun up. Metro bundler is getting spun up as well. And let's grab iOS simulator too. Have some coffee in an Infinite Red mug, which you can't see the Infinite Red logo. Really, we need to put the Infinite Red logo on both sides. Gant is in charge of that now, so he can make sure that happens. Hey, Darren. Yeah, there we go. Infinite Red. I also have water and a Diet Coke, just in case. You know. Just in case I want that flavor. Did you brew that coffee using the Leon Kim method? Leon wouldn't be caught dead using the method I did. It's a Keurig special. If anybody wants to see the method that Darren is referring to, Derek, if you have it, drop it into chat there for peeps. That link. What's that Metro bundler? Are you minting your JavaScript? Jesse. Minting. What? I'm not getting the reference. Minting. Yeah, sorry. Not getting the reference. But we do have a simulator. It is up and running. We do have the schedule here. And we have the venue. We worked on this last time. Got this up and running. Kind of fun. We don't have... Let me see. See the sites. We have this, and then I think down here it was supposed to be like a map or something. That's what we were working on last. So yeah, this is it right here. Let's put a background color. That will be let's make it this lift color here. Where's Color Snapper? There we go. Yep, there it is. This is where the map's supposed to be. Now, I don't remember who, but someone recommended last time that we just put a web view in and show a map there. We could work on that. Minting as in selling your JavaScript as NFTs. I like how you're thinking. Applied for the quiz giveaway. Was that the one for the React Native newsletter? Because that's awesome. The Leon Kim method of brewing coffee. So there's a link in your chat there if you're on Twitch. Sorry, YouTubers, but I'm gonna go there. Here, let me pause my music while I show you a little bit of this. Let's just take a second and watch some of this brilliance. The Korean dude. Notice that Infinite Red mug? Same as I've got here. Pour over coffee. Drown the grounds because lazy dev. So Darren actually tried this today. Darren, you're gonna have to give us a report. Gant just dropped a link into the Twitch for the giveaway, by the way. A+++++ would brew again, all caps. I should have done this. Cocoon Kid, thanks for the follow. We're watching a video that we just put out on our Infinite Red YouTube channel. This phase decides acidity. Third pour. This is so fancy. Derek says, I have it on my schedule to try this technique tomorrow morning. I use an Infinite Red mug already every morning, so that is part of the process. It is part of the process. You can do it without the Infinite Red mug, but it's just, you're not going to get the full effect. The last pour. Geisha bean with a pour over by our very own Leon. It's completed. Thumbs up. I love it. So that's pretty sick. Take a note of that YouTube link and you can always check it out and try it yourself. Report back in the chat. That's it's pretty sweet that he did that. We're gonna have to get him to do some of that stuff at our team retreat. Yeah, how cool is that, right? Darren says, let's see here, hold on. I'm a little, what is this cold brew? The IR mug improves the flavor. IR mug is critical to get the right flavor. You also need the swag background music. Yep. And then Derek says hot brew. And yeah, shoot. So I pour over without an Infinite Red mug. How do I get one of those now? Need one of those coffee scales. Yeah. What's a geisha bean? I don't actually know. Not sure. He's Korean, so like maybe he has some access to something that we don't, but his so Leon's wife actually does like imports of teas and I would assume coffee as well. So she does some really cool stuff. Okay, so we have our background color and it is showing up here. This is where the map is, by the way. Darren says it's just a standard kitchen scale, not just for coffee. So, so we used Mapbox last time, but the reason we can't use it today is because we want to do the full managed Expo experience, so to speak, right? And Mapbox, last we figured out, only works if you're doing... It doesn't work with Expo Go. So Expo Go is the application here. You can see Expo Go on the top there. We have Safari as well. But Expo Go is the app that we're running this in. Now, of course, we can run it on our own without Expo Go. But it's nice to have Expo Go because then we don't have to compile, right? We don't have to have an iOS folder, an Android folder. We can just use this. It's cool that this thing works just like so. Before I go any further, I actually want to pull this up on my app. Let's see if we can do that. So there's a URL here. Now, I don't know if this is going to work if someone wants to like try to load this up themselves. You can try it if you want to. Just open that barcode. I'll leave it open for a little bit. I don't think it works though because I think that it requires it to be on the local area network. Yeah. It's running. You see that in the screen there? And I even have that pink bottom right there. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. Morning, Juddy. How's your Thursday morning doing? It's Wednesday here, but get my coffee skills on for the stream sometime. Yeah, that'd be cool. Danny, have you tried the new custom Expo build thing that lets you have a managed app with your own native config? So I'm kind of like, I've looked at it, I've done some research, but I'm also sort of like, do we want to go that far? Or do we want to keep things as vanilla as possible, you know? Because I think this might work with that. Change it to the tunnel option. Anyone can download it. Is that dangerous at all? I don't think it is, right? Okay, let's try that. LAN local tunnel. Ngrok. That's cool, Danny. Then we can have people actually checking this out. Okay, now that's a different... so I'm going to pull this up here so you all can scan it if you want. Try doing this. You have to have Expo Go installed. Just get that from the App Store. Standing by for scanning. I'll try download it. All right, yeah. Let's see how many other... It must be an Android connecting in, because I think it's doing an Android build now. Yep, it did an Android build. Someone connected with Android. Now, I don't know if it's going to tell me where it's running. Seems to be working. Bundle is coming. All right, nice, nice, nice. That's kind of cool. Can help me test this thing. And then as it changes, you know, you can see my changes in real time, basically. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right. MINT, MIA2. Android bundling complete. Voila. All right, cool. So, I'm kind of feeling like... So go to the venue screen and scroll down to where I've got this big pink blob here. What I think we should do is make these clickable rather than having a map that kind of shows you stuff. I mean, I don't know. I guess this is kind of a designer's thing here, but like, do we do the map, which we could do, or do we just make these clickable where when you tap on it, it brings it open in like your map so you can see where it is? Hey, Kate. Pink is way more bright in my screen than it looks over the stream. That's the Lyft color. I just ripped it right off of Lyft. I think we just make these clickable. That's my thought there. So, Barto in the house 2017. Welcome to 2021. You have a lot in store for you between now and 2017, by the way. Just letting you know. Buy toilet paper. Thanks for the follow, though. Back from the future. All right, so this map versus the list. Oh, and we have callouts and everything. Man, it's too bad that Mapbox doesn't work, right? Okay. Yeah, I already have a to-do here. We could follow those instructions. So I'm just going to leave this for now. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a text in the middle here. So text style equals... let's go Flex 1, text align. Is that center? Okay. Let's do this. Const temp text style. I guess we need to import text style, that's why. Bring that in. Works on Android. Some visual issues with the tab bar buttons padding. I did notice that last time I pulled it open, so we're gonna have to look at that for sure. Style equals temp text. There, wait. To do, replace with map. All right. We do have to import text. Oh, I forgot. Well, will it actually do that? Okay, there's that. Now I need to make it vertically centered. Align items, I think it is. Center, is that what I'm do? What I do? Oh shoot. Map view. Align content. No. Align items. Anybody getting amusement out of me trying to vertically center something? Micro pull request to update TypeScript. Yeah, thank you, Mur. I'm gonna go take a look at that in a bit. Do I have to just make it like height 100%? Let's try it. Didn't seem to do anything. Right, Danny? Justify content and align items. I don't know. I pay people to do this for me. Justify content, center. And then I think I already had align items center. Do I need the height 100%? This is stupid. This is so stupid. Justify content, align items. Oh, on the, okay, so align items, center there. Oh, you know what? I don't want 100% because we only want it to be, whoa. Let's try this again here. Align content. Justify content and align items center. I didn't read that right. So, but that doesn't seem, unless, do I need to refresh? Justify content. Thank you, Murph, for being so patient with me here. No. Okay. What am I doing wrong? Flex 1, I have text align center. I have align content center. Text style won't do it. Yeah, I don't have that. I mean, I just have in my map view, which is the wrapper. I do have height, flex, overflow hidden, align item center, justify content center, align content. Like, how many more centers can I add on to this thing? Which one is the one that does it? Text style should be without flex. Really? Oh my goodness. Really? So which one of these actually did it? Which of these? Like, let me just comment out a couple. Okay, one of those. It's just justify content. That's all you need. And it's good. Okay, now I do need to make this bigger. Thank you, by the way, Mur. Thank you. You are a gentleman and a scholar. And there aren't very many of us left. So, font weight, bold. And I also want, like, the font size to be like 22. Too big? No, that's perfect. To do, replace with map. Okay, that looks good. Well, good as it can be right now. So we're good. And yeah, thank you. So next thing we want to do is, do we want to make these clickable? Voodoo Donuts, for example. Or there should be like a, actually, you know what? It'd be cool to have like a map button. Do we want a map button, or do we want to just make the whole thing clickable? What would be kind of cool is an action sheet that pops up, and it's like you tap on it and it pops up and you can like copy it, or like copy to clipboard, or open in maps, and you could have like open in Google Maps, open in Apple Maps. That'd be pretty fun. What else though do we have in the original app? Let me go take a look at the original app and see what we're missing. Okay, so look at the screens here. You're not seeing this because I'm doing this behind the scenes here. We have the code of conduct screen, which I think is already ready to roll. We have the info screen. What's the info screen, and where is that actually displayed? Okay, so we need to figure out where this is actually being used. So info screen is in our main navigator, and that is a stack in, okay, so let's go to the app navigator and let's go to, we have, okay, so it starts off, we have schedule. That's the first one. Then we have, that's the schedule stack, sorry, schedule there. Initial route name should be schedule. We have the schedule, and then we have the venue, which is good. And then we have tab.screen name equals info. And the component should be info screen. And now we just need to build that. And we do need to update our, you see how it's telling us that we can't make an info screen for this screen, so we need to go back and say that we have, wait, that's schedule. Info, and this one will be undefined. Navigator screen params. Oh, by the way, we should really go look at that that PR that Mur did. TypeScript to the latest version. So this fixes all that stuff. Let's go look at this. Ooh, there's a lot of good stuff here. Oh yeah, that isn't needed. This looks like it fixes the test too. Like all of the stories. No man Sheikh. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you being interested in React Native Live. Yeah, this PR actually has a lot of cool stuff. Found more errors. Opening OpenStreetMap. Yeah, true. This looks good to me. It looks really straightforward. So let's do this. Let's, improve this. Merge the pull request. Then we'll pull that in. Conflict. Okay. Okay. I think that solves the conflict there. And let's verify. No more conflicts. Good. Okay. Is this repo public? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So I need to I need to yarn. So let's do that. And then I'll yarn start again. And we'll get it back up and running. Getting the newest version of TypeScript loaded in. We're using Storybook. Yeah, I'm supposed to be using Storybook. Am I using Storybook? Yeah, about that. I should really pull it open. Okay, we're gonna let this load. It's opening now. Yeah, it's nice to get open source contributions. I appreciate it. We need to update our detox tests. I should probably put in Expo and of course all the acknowledgements for all the awesome people that submitted PRs as well. So let's just try reloading. Oh, I forgot. Still on LAN. Gotta move it to tunnel. Okay, but it's up and running. Tunnel ready. Okay. So now if I actually it doesn't matter. Send keyboard. Okay. Why is this thing acting like this? Okay, reload. I think it's loading. Looks like Android's bundle is happening too. Do you prefer the server or the on-device UI? I've been trying to figure out what to do with the server UI, or rather with the server in general for 6.0. I think we're still on 5.1-ish. And we don't, for Expo, have the button on here that's like, hey, switch to Storybook. On our normal one, we do. So let me go look at app TSX. Toggle Storybook. So this dev settings add menu item doesn't work for Expo. And so the dumb thing about this is you can just toggle it here, you know? And hey, I've got Storybook, right? So I've got my Navigator, I've got all my different stuff here. I've got preview. Don't know what add-ons are. Navigator. So got our style presets. Gradient background, wallpaper, checkboxes. I don't know. I keep asking my team, and they keep telling me that Storybook's useful, and then I kind of ignore them and move on. But yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's go to let's go to App Navigator, and we've got our welcome tabs. In our tabs, we have all of that. We have info. So we just added info, and we need an info screen. So let's go ahead and generate a screen. Ignite CLI. So the swapping, well, we normally add that dev menu item, but it doesn't work with Expo because they don't let you put stuff into the Expo dev menu. With the normal menu, you can. Generate screen, and we're going to call this the info, just info screen. So we're generating that. Okay, right there. Info screen is right here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the info screen itself. And that will actually have a bunch of stuff that we need to import probably. Interestingly, it doesn't. It seems to be fine with that, but this is a class component. One of the things we've been doing over the past several episodes is that we are let's see, don't need that. We're converting everything to function components. We're going to need Wi-Fi. We're going to need conduct. We're going to need sponsors. I should have just done this at first. Oh. There, like that. Survey link. And then we have our info screen props and our state, which I don't need. That's a Boolean. So let's go ahead and convert this. Const equals props will be info screen props. Fat arrow. Navigation options. So this is something that should go into the screen itself. So if I go to info screen, it's right here. Header null, header back title null, header style. I think all this stuff is kind of already border bottom width. Don't really need that. So I'll leave it how it is. Let's import this. And then I have to go back to my info screen here, and this will be use effect. Right? And then instead of this dot set state, we need to actually do a state here. So let's go use state, like const render full content, set render full content equals use state false. So we need this set render full content. So this is no longer a this.state. And here we just need to set render full content to true. That's a use effect. All right. Hey, Infinite Jed. Never thought about doing it on the dev menu before. Yeah, that was something we did more recently, and we like it a lot. Of course, it doesn't work with Expo, like I said, but... All right, so these are pretty well gone. I'm just going to delete them. Hope you don't need them. And info screen props is... it feels like there's nothing here. Like, we didn't actually do anything, so don't think we need that. Use state, we need to import from React. And we'll delete this here. Now we do need all of these components, right? Presented by, so let's do that one. Component presented by, and let's grab that. Ooh. Presented by is kind of a big component. Interesting. Let's go look at this one. So, it is a functional component, which is nice. Link presets. Whoops. Social button. Okay, good. So social button preset names. Should be something like let's see if this works. No. No. Where's that coming from? Social button preset names. Comes from the social button presets. I actually don't know how to do this. So that's okay. We'll leave it as it is. Okay, so the link... Oh yeah, that's just passing through the link anyway, so it should be a text, actually. Yeah, the link itself should just be a text, so a string. So we should be good on that. Might steal that dev menu thing and put it in the Storybook docs. Yeah, good idea. Do you work on Storybook? Found a VS Code plugin that can convert class components to functional components. Oh, nice. Wix always does great React Native packages. Yeah, I love having Wix in the community. Okay, so What is this? This doesn't even apply to the social button. Link to social media using social media image or logo. Okay, that's more like it. All right, we're in this presented by, but we have some things we're missing, like this presented by presets. So let's go grab that. Presented by presets. TS. Okay. And then we have our props, which I don't care about, and we have our story, which I don't know. Do we care about this? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. And then what else do we have? We have some images here that I should probably pull in. New folder, images. We just kind of dropped them right into the folder before, but like I kind of like putting these infinite red logos. Okay, and then I just need to go figure out where those images right here. Okay, require. Looks like my daughter's just got home from school. Okay, background image, infinite red logo. Great. Now, what are we missing? We're missing, oh, text needs to be imported. And we don't need the props because what on earth is REST even used? Oh, I see. Actually, no, it could be like view props. I think we could just do view props here. Because all we're doing is spreading it into the view, right? So those props just are view props. That's all they are. We're adding style there, but that's it. All right, cool. So presented by is good. And we need the Wi-Fi module now, so let's do that one. Y-Fi. There it is. Let's grab that and pull that open. Wi-Fi. Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi. Okay. Current React Native Storybook maintainer. Hey Danny, I'm sorry I said I don't use it. I will tell you, all of my developers, pretty much all of my developers love Storybook, or they use it all the time. I'm like the only one that doesn't, so do not take what I say. They all use it. It's just a workflow thing. Storybook works great. It's just a workflow thing for me. I've never developed the muscle memory because I don't work on client projects. So I appreciate how you're open to feedback. That's nice. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate, I gotta say, I appreciate that you do maintain Storybook for React Native, because it feels like sometimes, React.js is sort of the priority over there. But the fact that you are willing to keep this rolling with it is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And I know it helps us a lot. So thank you very much. So Wi-Fi, pull in text. Is there anything else we need here? Like we have, it is a class. So let's convert that. Const. Derek says, I love Storybook. Very useful when working on a large project with many developers. Kate says, I'm setting up React Native Storybook on our new library boss. Cool. Danny says, it's been a bit of a battle to bring React Native Storybook back from almost dying. Well, I'm glad that you did. I really am. We appreciate it a lot at Infinite Red. In fact, if you could email me, Danny, jamin@infinite.red, send me an email. I'd like to chat a little more about how we use Storybook and potentially bring you on React Native Radio to talk about it, because that is something that's used all the time in React Native, and I would love to have you on. So send me an email, jamin@infinite.red, and let's connect on that. Failed to save. Okay. What did I do? I did something wrong. So we have our schedules, schedule screen, event details. The tabs we've got. Oh, okay. So I just need to re-add info screen, and then I do need to go up here. So I lost some changes there. That's okay. Cool. Thank you, Danny. Yep, you got it. That's the right one. Fire over an email. I'm actually going to be away for about a week, so I may not respond right away, but I will get back with you. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at email. You can ask my team. Okay, so we got info in there. We got the info screen. Okay, let's go back to the info screen and take a look. Okay, so we have conduct. Now we need to do the conduct component. So let's do that one. I'd love to do a React Native Radio podcast about Storybook. That is a really good idea. In fact, I'm kind of... It's a little weird we haven't done it yet. You know, like why hasn't that happened yet? It needs to happen for sure. Okay, conduct TSX. All right, what do we got? We got to do the text here. And the button, is that it? I guess we have this props here. So this, instead of being properties, should be props. Oops. Okay. Does anybody else use Command X as delete? Like selecting things and Command Xing them just to delete them? I do all the time. Just always. Constantly doing that. And the reason is delete's a long ways away from my left hand. Command X is right there. Plus, like, if I screw up, like, it's in my clipboard history here. So I can grab it anytime I want. I use Paste. Paste is a really cool app. It does cost... It's like, there's like a... For some reason, they went with a subscription model, which doesn't really make sense for a little utility like that. I still pay it because I love it. Kate, if you use any issues, visit the Storybook Discord and I can help you with setup struggles. I know the onboarding is a bit confusing. That's really kind of you to say. Command K, or whatever the line delete is. Yeah, if I had both hands on the... Is it Control K? Control K deletes to the right. Command K is like, you do like key combinations, like Command K, Command whatever. Jump cut as a clipboard utility. It's pretty nifty. Okay, that's cool. I haven't used jump cut. This one's called paste. So conduct is done. Let's do sponsors now. Luckily, these are actually relatively straightforward. Sponsors coming up. I like the generator. Ignite CLI generator. By the way, yeah, we generate a story right off the bat. And if you want to check that out in Ignite, and if there are any issues with that, like if you think that we should set things up differently, please let us know. We're more than happy to make some changes to that. I just like doing this. Flatten from Ramda. Like, I feel like we don't need Ramda. You might not need... Like, we should just do flat, right? So let's get rid of that. Anywhere we can. Let's get rid of Ramda. Sponsors is an observer. It's an observer? What are we... Style... What are we observering? Oh, yeah, never mind. Haven't copied it over yet, duh. Okay, there's that text. And then the sponsor logo is... Sponsor logo. Okay, let's create a file here. Sponsor... Actually, is sponsor logo used elsewhere? Sponsor logo is being used in just the story and the sponsors. So like right here, just a ton of them, but we can just put this as its own file right in here. So sponsor logo.tsx. And then we can grab this and drop that in, and we'll have to convert this, of course. Sponsor logo props. We're not going to do that. Then sponsor logo presets. We could probably use that. So let me create a new file. Sponsor logo presets ts. There's a lot of just kind of like copying all that stuff in. And then I need to grab the logos themselves and drop them in. So they're right there. That looks like it's good. Preset names. Can pull that in. Sponsor names. Image style comes from React Native. And then instead of view properties, this should be view props. And we are going to import that from React Native. And then this is going to be converted to a function component in just a second. In the upcoming 6.0 release, there will be a lot of changes to the syntax and config. So maybe I can help update the templates once it's out of alpha. Mazen, who, by the way, just FYI, is a co-host of React Native Radio. He says, great topic for React Native Radio. We also have plans for React Native Web Storybook, which I think has a lot of potential, I think. You get all the web add-ons by default, maybe more useful for UI libraries, though. Will be awesome to have an init command to create all the configs commands. Basic example automatically for Storybook. I've actually made an Expo template for Storybook. I just haven't really advertised it or anything. Nice. Yeah, I mean, Danny, we are, you know, Ignite is the biggest React Native template out there, third-party one. And so when people are using Ignite to spin up new projects, they're going to get what we recommend, which includes Storybook. And we need to make sure that what we are recommending is done the right way, right? So when 6.0 is out of alpha, then and you have a certain way you want things like set up, it's like, you know, you're particular about how it should be set up. Let's do it. Let's make sure that we do that. In fact, Derek, who's in the chat, is a great person to coordinate with on that, because not only is he helping maintain Ignite, but also he's sort of one of our resident Storybook experts. So he's kind of, he's a perfect guy for this, in my opinion. Okay, let's convert this class into a functional component. And Derek is a principal software engineer at Infinite Red, just FYI. Works with me all the time. Man, it's so nice when these things just like fall into place like this. And you don't have to do a lot to convert them over. This import star as React from React needs to die, and it needs to change to just import React. There we go. So all of those will be changed now. I'm open to user feedback because I'd love to make it as easy as possible to use. Well, I mean, like I said, that dev menu thing is really cool. So if you spin up a new Ignite React Native app without using Expo, and you hit like Command D and it pops it up, you're gonna see Toggle Storybook right in there. It's really cool. So if you have suggestions, I'm open to that also. Try a Wix plugin. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I could, Mer. Seems like cheating. Actually, it's not so much that it's like cheating. I don't always trust stuff like that, code mods. Even though that's kind of ridiculous. It probably works great. Sponsor logo. We need the sponsor logo. Whoops. Wait a minute here. Why is that not working? Sponsor dash logo TSX. Are we not exporting it? We have it right here. I'm doing an interface here. Why is this extend view props anyway? I feel like this should just be a type. Just like so. Yeah, nothing's... That's totally fine, just like that. That was unnecessary, the view props right there. Yeah, so... By the way, yeah, if you provide a subtitle, it'll put the subtitle underneath it and wrap it in a root view. Cannot find module sponsor logo. What am I missing? It's right. Oh, it's dot. It's not dot dot. It's just dot. Okay, so yeah, that one feels okay right now. Let's go ahead and close that. Whoops. Now we need the survey link. Let's do the survey link. Now, technically, if these components are only used in one place, we should really put them with the screen. Actually, let me ask chat. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer to have, say, these components, conduct, sponsors, survey link, to be co-located with the screen? Or do you prefer to put them into the components folder? Technically, components folders are supposed to be used in more than one screen or more than one place. And if you only use something in one screen, it's kind of like, well, you should just stick it in with that screen. I think that's the idea behind it. But what do you prefer? And I don't know if Gant is actually listening right now. I know he's packing and stuff, but I'd actually like to hear from Gant too, because I think he's got opinions on this stuff too. Do you prefer to co-locate your components with your screens, or do you prefer to put them into the components folder and import them? You may have something completely different. Totally. This is kind of an Ignite specific question, but you may have some opinions about this regardless. So. Oh, we need to pull in navigation too. So const navigation equals use navigation, like so. So now we have that. Code of conduct, why is that not showing up? That's weird that that's not working. And then our preset scroll stack is not working. It's like, hey, there is no, we just have fixed and scroll. We don't have scroll stack. Really? What's different about this screen? Oh. There's no scroll stack. Let's go to scroll. So there's scroll right here, and then there's another one that we added. Like scroll, but with children that are stretched to full width. And then we need like... Nope. Nope. Really? Okay. Shape. Wow. Okay. So base shape and color. Contents does not. And then this. Okay. Wow. That's interesting. This is really interesting. So we do have some styles here. We have the shape, the basic shape. We have the contents, and then we have this does not scroll thing. Which I need to figure out how that's being used. That's in fixed. Which we have outer and inner. Scroll outer, scroll. I think I need to just pull these in because we're not really using it. Like, I think this is what I need apparently. And then the fixed stack. So we do need, yeah, okay. You know what? I'm just going to grab this whole screen presets and just drop it in exactly how it is. So I just grabbed it from the original. It's not modernized as much, but it's not so far behind that, or, you know, like crazy different that that's going to be a problem, I don't think. I'm a fan of tech-driven structures over domain structures. Yeah, I agree with you, Gant. We've had many discussions about this. We have. But I'm actually specifically asking about, do you always put, even if the component is only used in one spot, you will always put it in the component folder, or do you like put it with the screen? So I guess you gave me the answer already. You said you like the tech-driven structure, so you would put it in the component. That makes sense. Danny says, I like the idea of having feature folders, but shared components in a components folder. Yeah, that's kind of what Ignite really is right now. Moore says, I use a rule when the component reused more than 3 times, we have to move it to the common components folder. Otherwise, I put it nearby a screen where it's used. That's an interesting rule of thumb. Pashun says, completely agree with your take on where to put components with the screen until reused, then the components folder. What's playing is this music, and how can I get the same stuff? Let's show you. So current one is Apples by Karuna on their Apples album. This is an app called Pretzel. You can download it for free and play it for free. If you use it with Twitch, one thing that's cool about it, let's say I go to my stations thing here. I can turn on YouTube Safe, which allows me to play only music that they know won't trigger like copyright claims. Okay. So that's really important. I also turn on instrumental because I don't want words in the background. That's what I've heard from people, is that they prefer to have just instrumental stuff. And I turned off allow mature because this is a family friendly stream. So you can see here that there are different tracks and I could play them. Now, if I went to alternative, for example, and try to play it, it will actually not work. It'll say, cannot find any songs to play. Try adjusting your filters. So, I don't know, maybe if I did it without instrumental. What? Did that work? That's not alternative. Okay, that's weird. I'm going to go back to instrumental here. So anyway, chill bass is the one that I found has been kind of the most, I do the least kind of like, what the heck is playing, you know, have to go thumbs down it. So Pretzel is cool. I've looked at other options, but Pretzel seems to be the one that does what I need it to. Now, I mean, there's 591 tracks. I don't know how many of them, don't have, or just instrumental. I have noticed some duplicates play, which is fine, but yeah. So hopefully that answers your question. Pretzel. Okay, so screen presets done. Wait, save. Offsets from screen presets. What? Okay. So what did I do wrong? Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have done what I did. Cancel. Okay, gotta go back here and undo what I did here. Okay, now it's... okay. Preset.outer. So, like... this fix thing had outer and inner, right? So maybe what I should be doing is adding... the other stuff as like an additional set of things. This feels dirty. Scroll outer, scroll inner. Okay. TypeScript's nice though, because it'll like tell me, hey, you know, you're missing something, right? Okay, I might have actually just fixed it right there. That'd be cool. Screen seems to be working. So let's come back here and reload and see what happens. Okay, we're still missing something. Oh, markdown to JSX. What? That came in somewhere, didn't it? Yeah. I don't know why, but it always wants to import from Markdown to JSX. What are we even using Markdown to JSX for? It's in the yarn.lock, but what, who's... let me show you something cool. You can do yarn Y, and then we have to actually Markdown to JSX. Why is this being loaded in, you know? And it'll tell us why. It says that it, hey, storybook components. Yeah, you bet, Pashun. How do you say your name? Pachun or Pashun? I have that issue with some libraries. Yeah, I don't know why. Danny needs to fix this. Don't hate on storybook. Danny is here, and he he said he's open to feedback. So it looks like it came in from, and it's probably necessary. I mean, Markdown to JSX makes sense, but for some reason it's confusing. Like, I want to know why it keeps wanting to import use effect from there, but not from React. Like, why not from React, right? Let's see. Types React is here. Yeah, it's not even in that, so okay, whatever. Okay, so our info screen, what do we... I just have to reload now, see what happens. Resolve module, playstation.png from the Wi-Fi. Okay. Sponsor logo. Okay, I need to pull that in from here. So let's go. And there's the logos, and we're going to bring that over to sponsor. Oh, wait, we already have it. Oh, I see. I just need to change the, let's see. So this should be ... sponsor logo logos, or no, it should be sponsors logos PlayStation. I think so. Think it's working now? Think you missed a bit? It's okay. It was not important. It's just that every time let's say I want to go in here and I want to go like use effect, it always wants to grab it from Markdown to JSX, node modules, something. And I ran Y Markdown to JSX, and it said it's all Danny's fault. That's what it said. Specifically, verbatim. I don't know. It's just being dumb. So I really don't. I'm not actually saying it's your fault. None of these files exist. Presented by. Okay, let's go and see where presented by is being loaded up. Presented by info screen. Okay. We're in there though. It appears to be working. Why is when it finds it, export function. RMRF. Gant, I've done that before. You remember that? Let me find it. Everybody's got to make fun of me. Everybody has to make fun of me. Look at this. I just ran RMRF tilde on accident. And it like pops up and it's like the Dropbox folder is missing all of a sudden. And I'm like Control C, Control C. I accidentally created a folder named tilde on accident. I thought I don't want that. So I ran RMRF tilde and then I saw RM users JS, JH music. And then FS Jetpack doesn't expand tilde to your home folder, but of course RMRF does. It just spent most of the time deleting Dropbox, and then now I'm switching to trash now, and I actually now alias RM trash. And that is now the case. Now if I actually want to use RM, I actually, because if I do like which RM, it's alias to trash. If I go which RM, or no, if I do RM without with a backslash in front of it, it'll run the original command, but most of the time I just do trash, which will send things to the recycle bin, but not to forever deletion land. That's the protection now. Again, is the trash alias, which I love. Yeah. Storybook components is actually from Web Storybook, so I guess it's an issue from 5.3. More like a VS Code thing. Yeah, it's more of a VS Code thing. What? RMRF/star. Okay, you got to tell the story of how that came about. Did they mean to do ./star? It's just kind of dumb that that's even possible. Like, there should be a special thing in there. Like, most people don't want to do this, right? So don't do this. Okay, I'm still not seeing what the problem is here. Components presented by... Isn't that in... Presented by... It's an app components presented by... It's right there. What's the problem? None of these files... Text screen. Text screen palette. Why is palette not showing up? Oh, it is. It's right there. Then there's Wi-Fi. This is in a different order, isn't it? Screen presented by and then palette. But this one is not. I'm probably going to have to kill this server and start it again, I guess. Had to rebuild the whole server. After that, my boss just stopped touching the terminal and left it to me. Oh, why is that so funny? Okay, that's funny. That is funny. PlayStation.png. Okay, I think we can fix that. So where are we? Right here. Then we go back, and then there's sponsors, and then there's logos, and then there's supposedly somewhere in here PlayStation.png. That's not showing up. So where's our PlayStation.png? Oh, okay. I found it. Sponsors logos. Okay. So that should now work. Let's reload here. Hey, it's working. Okay. So our info screen is here. We have PlayStation. Nice. Wi-Fi password. Code of conduct. Ooh, something screwed up with this code of conduct button. So let's go, let's take a look at that. That would be in the info screen, and we have the, and this navigate, by the way. Conduct. I think button needs to be like modified. Is it the presets that maybe are the problem here? Okay, that works a lot better. What's that hello though? What is that hello showing up right there? survey link never got updated. That's it. Okay. And there's the survey. Nice. Okay, that's working. Gold sponsors, bronze, blah, blah, blah. Presented by Infinite Red. We have all these links right here. Let's go medium. Should go to shift.infinite.red. It looks like it did. Nice. I like it. Well, it looks like it's working now. Is it this? No. Here we go. Okay, cool. It looks like it's working. I think it's a good time to commit. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. Remember, giant PRs are kind to your fellow developers. You want to cram as much context into one commit as possible with less explanation so they don't have to read as much. TypeScript can find an error. ChainReactConf Twitter says it's canceled due to COVID. Is it uncanceled now? Yeah, well, we need to actually release a new tweet. Just talk to our marketing team. They're still working on a tweet. It's 280 characters. It's a lot of work. We'll get there. Yeah, there is some sort of a... Oh, event test. Okay. Event TS. It's actually hard to find apparently. Oh, that's because I didn't call it that. Talk test. Talk TS. Oh, we don't have a test for that. I don't know. I don't think that test is all that useful, to be honest. Does this actually work? Okay. Oh, wait. Why does this say type of root store model? This should say root store. Like so. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. It deserves a blog post. Gant says, I know. It was just it's too easy to make fun of it. Where's it going to be? Portland, July 28th, 29th in person. Shame I'm in Europe. Who knows what could happen though. Hey, we get a lot of European developers here. Of course, COVID changes everything. We'd love to have you. We would love to have you there. I really hope it works. Let's close some of these so that we have a kind of a fresh start. Okay. Our best talks are EU speakers. We have some great talks. Okay, so next I'm going to go look at the main navigator again, which again, we've renamed this to App Navigator in the newest versions. Shoot. I'm not done here. So this info screen right here that you see really needs to be a stack. So like there's this schedule here. We have the schedule stack. Where the heck is schedule stack happening? Oh, it's creating a... Okay, so... Alright. So we need an info stack here. We need an info navigator param list. Export type equals, and then we want info screen and code, info code of conduct, right? I'm looking. And that's it. Yeah, that's all we need is those two things. Then we have an info stack, and then we go const info equals return info stack.navigator. And in the navigator itself, we need, I'm just basically doing what I see up above. Screen options. Header shown, no, header style should be pretty much this stuff, I guess. Port gore. That's hilarious. Header tint color should be this. And then in there we need a screen. So we're gonna go info stack dot screen name equals info screen component will be info screen, and then we'll also have an info stack. I'm starting to get this. I'm starting to get how React Navigation 6 works. Equals info code of conduct, and the component will be code of conduct screen. So we do have two different code of conduct screens, but you're just going to navigate to them different ways. And the screen right here kind of does its thing. So there's the info code of conduct. And then this needs to actually just be info, not info screen. So we're going to actually get the whole info there. I think that'll do the job. So let's reload this. All we have here is Ken Wheeler. Had Ken Wheeler confirmed for 2022. We're still cleaning from last time he came to speak. Oh, that's too true. That's hilarious. That is funny. Okay, navigate with the payload of something didn't work here. So let's go into the info screen. So we need to navigate to the info. And let's actually see what it pops up if I just go like this. It's not finding it. Let's go see what we screwed up here. Schedule navigator param. Oh, we need it right here. So we need info. Right? So it'll extend all those things, and now I can just go in here and say, and there's info code of conduct right there. Cool. So now if I click that, boom. Conference code of conduct. Oh, I need the title. How does that work again? Let's see. Oh, in the actual thing, we need a use effect to set the title. think that's how that works. So just right in here, we're going to throw in a use effect, import it from the wrong place again. Use effect. Still cleaning. I love that. It's so funny. It's so true. Const. Fun fact, he was one of the first speakers at the very first. Navigation. Very first Chain React. He was one of our first speakers. I haven't tried much of React Navigation 6. Any big changes? Well, not from 5. Like 4 to 5 was a huge one. 6 isn't as big. But like what I'm talking about when I say 6 is really more the 5 syntax. So I'm learning how this works, and I like it. Code of conduct right there. Boom. See? It's showing. And if I go to the venue and do schedule. I actually don't know exactly where the code of conduct comes up. Is it in one of these? It should be in here somewhere. But like wherever we need the code of conduct, you know. Forking recommendation goes to a Portland Center Stage website. I don't know why, but it won't work there. Okay, so view code of conduct. We have the survey, which is SurveyMonkey here. That's an old survey. We're gonna have to update that to that's the 2019 feedback survey. And we do pay attention to that. We'll probably go over it again, actually, before we do next year. So that's cool. We'll probably have some invited speakers announced in Q4 or Q1. Will there be many React Native talks? Almost all the talks are React Native centric. Yeah, I mean, that's really what Chain React is all about. It's the only US totally focused on React Native conference out there. And there were about 500 people last time. Facebook also generally announces React Native stuff. It's great. Yep. 4 to 5 was a game changer. It was so annoying to not have dynamic config. Yeah, totally. Under info, I think. Oh, yeah, I have 2 places. I have code of conduct, and then I also have somewhere else. And I actually don't know where else it was supposed to be. Like, I feel like there was supposed to be another button somewhere in schedule or something like that, because there's a schedule code of conduct. But why you can't get to it anywhere? In the event details, I guess. Let me go to the event details here and look for code. Oh, that's because we commented it out. Let me put that back in there. Okay, code of conduct link. We need to bring that in. All right, let's go look. Code of conduct link is a component. However, it's a really basic component. It's a really basic component. I'm just going to bring it in here. So const code of conduct link equals props code of conduct link props. I mean, I could put this somewhere. I probably should, but so view, import that. Text, let's import that. Button, let's import that. And then this is just I can actually pull that in. Okay. And then so that's the code of conduct link. Let's see here. The style needs to be got root. What is root anyway? It's padding vertical. So what I'm actually going to do is do code of conduct link style. It seems a little overkill. Then the on press needs to be, whoa. Actually, all we need to do here is say navigation.navigate, and then we go schedule code of conduct. Okay. This will be used in a couple places, but one of them was the profile screen, which we're not doing anymore. Because that was all part of like the chatting and everything experience that we're not going to bring in this time. There's not going to be a profile screen. So that's why we don't really need that. Code of conduct link should actually be so there's like the wrapper, and then there's the link itself. Which is right there. And then what are we're missing something here. We got a parenthesis or something going on. Yeah, okay, good. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Now let's go look at an item, and we'll see a code of conduct link somewhere. Oh yeah, please remember our code of conduct. And there it is. Nice. All right, good. Do you guys use any React Native UI libraries? Is there one included in Ignite, for example? Just curious. So we do not include one. Well, we have kind of like a very, very basic. It's not basic, but it's like, it is basic. Let's see here. So if you look at the boilerplate and you go to the app and you go to components, these are what we include in it right here. But there's not much in terms of like pre-configured styles and stuff like that. What we have used in the past is UI Kitten. So that one's a pretty cool one. And the people that make it are really cool, and we've talked to them. They live in Belarus. Belarusian. So yeah. By the way, did I miss that someone followed Enough Stuff? I totally missed. I'm gonna replay their follow. Apologies. I don't remember saying hi to Enough Stuff, but thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Completely missed that. I also, there's a few others that whoops. Yeah, Danny, you followed, and we've got Bro, Dmitry Maximov Galahad, which is great. Oga Jax. Yeah, okay. I'll replay all those just to make sure that they get credit on the stream. But we're getting down to the end of the stream probably. We've been going for about an hour 38 right now. I'm going to do a little more testing here just to make sure things are working. It looks like they are. Now, actually, one of the questions I have is, does swipe work? It does kind of work. Let me try it on my phone. And you can reload just by shaking your phone and then just hitting reload. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, I'm still on LAN. I got to go to tunnel. So yeah, attention core was a follow that came through earlier. So that's cool. I'm going to pull this up here. Put in Expo Go. You can open it too if you want. It should be tunneled now. UI Kitten, yeah, it's pretty good. Like it's one of the few that's like really focused on React Native. We did have some issues with it, but I don't think it was necessarily UI Kitten's fault. It's more like the designers need to start with UI Kitten in mind. And in that case, it wasn't really happening. Add it to the list, testing some popular libraries for some storybook thing. Well, I kind of want to do some playing around with UI Kitten and others for React Native Live right here. Okay, yeah. Swipe back works fine, by the way. It works fine. For some reason, the images are broken. Why are the images broken? No, they're here. Okay. Oh yeah, and you can like swipe back the whole tab bar to get back to the welcome screen. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's actually what we want or not, but it's cool. I do need to change one thing. Oh, I must have hit attention core a couple times. My bad. All right, so let's go to chat with... So this is not true anymore. So this goes away. Profile screen's going to be gone because we're not going to be doing a profile screen anymore. And Smith11 was yesterday followed when I was offline. So always appreciate the new follows. It's really great. Every single episode of React Native Live, I've gotten like, I don't know, at least like 5 seems like new follows, and it's growing all the time. You know, we have 16 viewers right now, 14 on Twitch, 2 on YouTube, and it's really nice to see everybody that hop and chat. People chatting about React Native content, you know. Wix React Native UI lib seems interesting. Yeah, I would agree with that. The one that I wasn't super impressed with was React Native Elements, and it's nothing against the people, you know, maintaining React Native Elements. It's just very basic. Like, it's mainly around like theme switching and stuff like that. Doesn't really come with much. And so, although that may have changed since the last time I tried it, but that was just my initial thoughts there. We do have some ideas eventually to come in and do some like maybe do our own, you know, I don't know, like UI kit or something like that, but it's a little ways out. And Danny, there you go. It's replaying you now, finally. Okay, so let's see here. I think we made some good progress today. We got pretty far with that. Let's see here. And yeah, so I don't think I'll raid anybody today. It's always fun to raid, but I don't know. Should we raid? Should we raid someone before we leave? It's kind of fun. You jump in and you're like, hey, you know, everybody's here, and it's just fun. I like it. Bro Nith. Coding on Twitch until I saw your post about Expo updates. Personally, I haven't found a UI library that works for me. I would agree with that, Danny. They're not necessarily all... They're not for everything, you know. Yeah, coding on Twitch, it's fun. Juddy says, I use that one. It's been good over the years, always binging out new features. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, nice. But yeah, let's so I'm gonna raid actually Chris Griffing, and just so you know,
His stream is less family friendly, but he's a cool dude, and I've learned a lot from him. So we're gonna start a raid on Chris, and we'll head over there. I'll hang out at his channel for a few minutes before I have to head out and start packing like Gant was doing, because we're gonna be getting together. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. It was a lot of fun. We got a lot done, and we'll see you next time.